Brother Ron, and welcome to We All Be News Radio and TV, the news-free Dixie for the 21st century.
Greetings, family, boys and girls, ladies and gents, scholars and laymen, the wokish and even the sleepish. The sleepish or sleepish, whatever, the sleepy weepies. Welcome to another wonderful, entertaining, edutaining edition of The Art of His Thinks, Thought Provocateur. I'm your host for this empowerment segment, Brother Ron, also known as R2, C2, H2, the Artivist, and know that knowledge is the currency of the universe. The world is ran on information. Information. Okay. I want to thank everybody who have been responding positively to the recent Kobe Bryant segments I have been doing. This is crazy for me because I'm trying to fit in these things. It's like the universe soul. God is speaking through me as a conduit for whatever reason. I'm getting all these thoughts I haven't even imagined. I wasn't the best in mathematics in school. I dreaded math in school, but now I'm understanding the power of numbers, how the world is ran on numbers, and how you're not going to find out what really happened to Kobe Bryant unless you study the numbers. It's not about what they say on CNN, on MSNBC, or the New York Times or Los Angeles Times. It's your mind's eye. Your third eye must be open. You must be willing to receive the information from the universe soul, God. So I have been receiving a lot of interesting things pertaining to Kobe Bryant case. I think it's interesting because I don't like this thing where people try to discourage folks for thinking for themselves, from doing their own research. You hear people people like have a lot of respect for. They follow them in social media. They telling folks, "Oh, now is not the time," with the numerology and the astrology and the zodiac stuff and the gematria and all this stuff. Now is not the time because people are mourning, but people die every day. People die every second. It seems life goes on. It don't stop for nobody. We had presidents. We had revered community organizers and so-called leaders get cut down even before their prime, if not before their time, and yet the sun comes out, life goes on. So the best thing, I think, if you are a true sports fan, we all know if you're a sports fan, the value of numbers. Numbers tell the story. You look at stats, we know certain, like even baseball, certain numbers have special places like 56. That's Joe DiMaggio's consecutive hitting streak. It has not been broken, probably will never be broken. The 56-game hitting streak he had back in the day. Or you think about the number 6, the 6 championships Michael Jordan won, or even 755, Hank Aaron. Or even, that's his home run total, 762, Barry Lamar Bonds. That's his home run total. So you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm getting at here? So sports is controlled by numbers. Las Vegas is ran on numbers. The world is ran on numbers. Wall Street, all that stuff, okay? So with that said, I keep on seeing certain numbers been popping up ever since Kobe died. In particular, number 9, 13, 24, 42, even 666, and even 999. 999. So these are certain numbers. So nature runs in patterns, right? There's a method to the madness. So I just want to share some more thoughts about this Kobe thing, get down to the numbers game, and show you how this is just crazy. How the Matrix either has a glitch or it wants you to find out the truth about what happened and what is happening with us right now. Everything is a distraction, is deflection. We live in a world ran on bread and circuses. Like Judge Joe Brown talking about what Caesar said, long you give them bread and circuses, as long you entertain them, they won't complain, they can't explain, they won't do anything. They'll just be days in a daze, like zombies. A lot of us walking dead. We're spiritually and mentally dead. So I want to speak to the awakened ones, the people who can understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, those people who can receive this message. I'm talking directly to you. Now, I'm not worried about the haters. The haters are my fans. Like, I'm glad. Thank you all for being encouraging in my pursuits of the truth. Because like Baba Dick Gregory used to say, my truth does not need to be validated by your ignorance. So ignorant don't mean stupid. But a lot of times people be willfully ignorant. They just don't want to know. Because to really know in a world like this is a responsibility. That means there's accountability. So I'm going to share with you all what I have found out in the last 24 hours, just meditating and letting the universe soul God, soul God, speaking to my spirit. Thank you all who have not only been encouraging with your words and by sharing my information, but also giving donations. This is very important because I'm in the middle of jobs right now. I'm literally working these 40 plus hours of work, doing all these jobs just to pay some bills. But also I feel an obligation to share what I know with the people, regardless of my circumstances. It's very important that I get this information out there. And I want to encourage you all, once you get the stuff I got to say, you do some fact checking yourself. You know, if you can add even to the conversation, please do so. I want to thank people who have provided leads in the comment section for me to research. So I'm only one man, one movement, but we all move together in one love and unity. So with that said, think about numbers. You talk about Kobe, he's associated with numbers 8, 24, and 13. He was the 13th draft pick in the NBA draft in 1996. His beautiful daughter Gianna was 13 when she died or perished in the plane with him. 13 is an interesting number in Kobe's life. I want to talk about that. I mentioned before that the only deceased NBA MVPs, the only deceased NBA MVPs are Wilt Chamberlain as of January 29th, 2020. The only deceased NBA MVPs are threes. Things happen in threes, right? Multiples of threes. 3, 6, 9, 12. You see how it works. 15. So Kobe Bryant, Wilt Chamberlain, and Moses Malone all are the only 3 dead NBA MVPs. Hold up, fam. Let me get this. Hydration, like Baba Dick said. 3 things that's killing people is lack of exercise, lack of sleep, and lack of water. Solve all your problems. You can take care of those 3 things. Just about. Let me clear my throat. Have mercy, baby. But anyway, all these cats are connected to Philadelphia. I think Wilt was born in Philadelphia. Kobe's hometown is Philadelphia. And Moses Malone played for the Philadelphia 76ers. He won a championship with them with Dr. J back in the early 80s, I believe 1983. If I'm not mistaken, y'all can just call me out on that. But what's interesting also is that Wilt Chamberlain playing number was 13. Kobe was drafted when? In what place? 13th in the NBA draft by the Charlotte Hornets back in 96. So Wilt Chamberlain's playing number was 13. Moses Malone playing numbers were 13, 8, and 24. At certain times in his career, Moses Malone wore the numbers 8, which was Kobe Bryant's first number when he was with the Lakers. 24, Kobe's last number with the Lakers. They both retired. Both numbers are retired by the Lakers organization. And 24. Moses Malone wore 8, 13, and 24 at one time in his career. I believe I said Kobe number 24 and 8. Those his playing numbers, but Moses Malone wore 13, 8, and 24 throughout his playing career. Then you had Wilt, who wore number 13. All Philadelphia connected. Also, Kobe scored 81 points January 22nd, 2006 against the Toronto Raptors. It was his 666 regular season game, I believe. It was his 666 regular season career game. There were several sources said online. 666, you know what that means? They got this interesting connotation about 666. We'll add them up. Or say 6 times 3 even is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 folks died on that helicopter crash. '81. Kobe scored 81 points. In the 666th game of his career as far as regular season. 8 plus 1 is what? 9. It's 9. So you see how this thing worked, right? And also played against the Toronto Raptors, a basketball icon who is closely associated with the Toronto Raptors, but he wasn't with them at that time. I believe he was playing for the Brooklyn Nets, was Vince Carter, whose birthday is, guess what? January 26th, the same day that Kobe died, was his 43rd birthday. Vince Carter, who was associated with the Toronto Raptors, but he wasn't playing with them at the time that Kobe dropped the 81. But, you think about the Toronto Raptors, a lot of folks think about Vince Carter, who basically made them famous. Man, he made the brand a viable brand when they had him play them several years in Toronto. And guess who's Vince Carter's cousin? You know who his cousin is? Tracy McGrady, aka T-Mac, Basketball Hall of Famer, Kobe Bryant's best friend. He is the cousin of Vince Carter. January 26th, that's his birthday. Kobe died on his birthday, on his best friend's cousin's birthday. He dropped 81, 1 plus 8, 9, on his best friend's cousin's former team, the Toronto Raptors. You see where I'm going at here? There's a certain pattern here. Has nothing to do with Palace era. Like we always talk about predictive programming with the cartoon, the Legends of Chamberlain Heights. They probably get more views right now on that cartoon alone, on that episode, End of Days, than they got in the history of it being on Comedy Central when it was actually airing. When it actually was, being played out on Comedy Central. They got more eyes and ears on that cartoon because of what happened to Kobe, because of predictive programming. And now they're trying to scrub the internet and do censorship. But you see where I'm going at with this, right? You understand? You go verify this all online. Take a look. It's all online. Now, I see other people talk about Kobe. People talk about him being a blood sacrifice. How the Grammys was moved up from February. Normally the Grammys, take place the second weekend or the weekend after Super Bowl. It's usually the second weekend in February. You got the All-Star game, which usually takes place around Valentine's Day, the NBA All-Star game. Right? You say, what's Kobe's connection to the Grammys? They did all those music tributes to Kobe. Y'all do recall that Kobe was trying to be a rapper back in the day, right? He was trying to be a rapper. He actually was a rapper back in the day. He did some things with Brian McKnight and Trackmasters. Look it up. Look up that music video, Hold On, with Brian McKnight featuring Kobe Bryant. The video is still out there. So Kobe dabbled in music. He was a rapper. I believe he came out with a rap album. You remember Deion Sanders? Must be the money. Done must be the money. Yeah. So it's not unusual for athletes to try to get into the music thing. Think about Kobe's teammate, Shaq Daddy, Shaquille O'Neal. I know I got skills, man. I know I got skills, man. Doo-doo-doo. Shaq actually had a wicked flow. Shaq could actually rap. He rapping with Fool Snickens. What's up, Doc? Can we rock? He even did a song with the notorious B.I.G. He held his own. You can't stop the rain. That's Shaq. And Kobe was rapping too. A lot of them rappers, I almost did an Allison Morris. My voice is gone. I mean, wait up. Hold up, wait up. A lot of those Lakers back in the day, y'all remember Cedric Ceballos? He was around the early days. I believe he was still there on the team with Kobe came through and Shaq came through back in the 90s. Cedric Ceballos, Flow On. I think he did a music video, a music song called Flow On. These are basketball stars moonlighting as rappers. So Kobe was a part of that. So yeah, that's his connection. Because he was dabbling in the music industry. So the Grammys would normally take place, in February, got moved up the last weekend in January. Is that just a coincidence? I don't know. But think about it. You got Super Bowl week, got the Grammys at the beginning of the week on Sunday. Sunday is actually the beginning of the week. Then this coming up Sunday is the Super Bowl. Now Kobe, they talking about how Kobe through his craft brought black and brown people together in LA. He unified LA, black and brown. What people forget too is that his wife Vanessa is Latina. She's a Mexican American, I'm not mistaken. If she's not Mexican American, she's Latina American, okay? Y'all could just correct me, because people love correcting a black man. They be getting it wrong all day long on CNN and TMZ. Not always right or accurate, but Brother Ron misspeak or misspoke on something off by a date. Y'all want to call me out. Oh, that's okay. I'm still going to do mine. I'm still going to do me. His wife is a Mexican American Latina. And guess who are the key or top performers in this year's Super Bowl halftime show? Organized by Jay-Z, Shakira, and J.Lo. Latinas. Latin women are performing the halftime show at Super Bowl. Shakira and J.Lo, Jennifer Lopez. You can't make this stuff up, folks. Oh yeah, they can make it up and make it happen. I don't have the power to make it happen like they make it happen, because this is Hollywood. We're dealing with magic, the occult. You deal with numbers, the occult. Kobe was into magic. He talks about magic in his children's book. The occult deals with numbers. Kobe was a numbers guy. He knew the significance of numbers like 8 and 24. So you see what I'm getting at. Also, with the Super Bowl, excuse me, I'm sorry. Super Bowl 54. 5 plus 4 is what? 9. Super Bowl 54. Kobe dies the week before Super Bowl 54. Kobe and 8 other people, 8 plus 1 is 9, died the week before the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 54. 5 plus 4 is 9. Shaquille O'Neal recently spoke out on TNT, on the NBA show they do, the special show about Kobe. He spoke out about his interesting relationship with Kobe Bryant. Very emotional, heartfelt. But y'all do know that Kobe won 5 rings, right? He won 3 with Shaq, right? 5 plus 3 is 8. Shaq won 3 as a Laker. Kobe won 5 as a Laker. 5 plus 3 is 8. Shaq overall won 4 championships. Kobe won 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. They just throwing it in our faces, man. They just putting all this mess in our faces. And not really, I've never been a big numerology person or into numbers like this. This is crazy, but the matrix is glitching, or they showing everything right before your eyes. Now y'all don't want to see that the emperor has no clothes. Y'all don't want to know who's really behind that curtain. Who's the real Wizard of Oz? Who is the real Wizard of Oz? Occult, magic, numbers. Magic Johnson. Magic. Number 32. He wore number 32. Magic won his first NBA championship against who? The Philadelphia 76ers. Y'all getting where I'm going with this? What else I want to say about that? Who's in the Super Bowl? The Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers. 4 plus 9 is 13. Kobe drafted 13th in the draft. Gianna dies at 13. His legacy died at. That's the death of his legacy. You hear like LeBron James out talking about we're going to keep his legacy going. No, the legacy died in the helicopter crash. The one who's gonna keep his legacy going died in that copter crash with him. Gigi, 13. 49ers, 9 plus 4. This is the Kobe Bowl. This is the Kobe Bowl. This is a blood sacrifice. You be saying, Jesus, the people y'all who follow Jesus, the Christ, he was a ritual blood sacrifice. So how y'all say that blood sacrifices don't exist when one of the world's major religions is founded on a blood sacrifice? Look how they're treating Kobe. He got this Christ-like energy, like what they did Nipsey Hussle. Like, nobody really knew about Nipsey Hussle. May he rest in peace and glory. I wasn't checking for Nipsey Hussle like that. I mean, I knew of him. I knew he was one of Lori London's baby daddies. I knew that he was a rapper, but I wasn't checking for him like that. Then he died. All of a sudden, he's like the next coming of the Messiah. So this is what they're doing. All this stuff happening in Hollywood, right? For Kobe. So it's a movie production. It's Wag the Dog. You understand what I'm saying? So also, it was a busy week before Kobe died, right? That previous week was very busy concerning basketball. You had LeBron James play the Brooklyn Nets as a Laker, right? President Bill Clinton showed up to cheer on LeBron. And I'm going to read the USA Today article, a little bit of it. Or maybe should I read a little bit? But I'm going to read some key words because I want y'all to know, Ron, is that true? Because y'all don't trust a black man. I'm going to read what the USA Today says from January 24th. Former President Bill Clinton sat courtside Thursday night and watched the Los Angeles Lakers defeat the Brooklyn Nets 128-113. After the game, Lakers players and coaches, including LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Frank Vogel, and Jason Kidd, walked across the court to say hello to Clinton, who is a basketball fan and known to attend Nets games. James, who recorded his 91st career triple-double with 27 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists, said he has met Clinton previously, but does not have any relationship with him. And even as famous as James is, he's still in awe of some people. Between him and Barack Obama, my presidents, guys that I just admired, when Bill was in office, and obviously when Barack in office. James said, to be able to have a personal relationship with Barack and being able to go up to Bill and he knows me is just surreal. Just like what happened to Kobe. I mean, Kobe dying is surreal. It don't seem real. Because we in the Matrix. I know you all get sick and tired of hearing about the kid from Akron. You have no idea where I come from and the odds that were stacked up against me to have moments where I can shake the President of the United States' hand and be on a first name basis. It's crazy. With his 27 points, they were 27 points, James is now 18 from passing Lakers great Kobe Bryant for third on the NBA's all-time scoring list, and is likely to do it Saturday against the 76ers in Bryant's hometown of Philadelphia. They're giving you clues right there. This came out January 24th. Kobe was dead January 26th. See, they're letting you know it's predicted program. He had to score those points. I wonder if LeBron did not score where he could pass Kobe, will Kobe still be alive today? That's interesting. 27, right? 2 plus 7 is what? It's 9. How many people got killed on that helicopter? 9 people. LeBron was 18 away from passing Lakers great Kobe Bryant. 1 plus 8 is what? It's 9. Remember 81 he dropped Kobe. 8 plus 1, 9. So 27 points, 2 plus 7, 9. 18 from passing Kobe, 1 plus 8, 9. You see how that works? Also, you know, people joke like the late Toni Morrison, she put it out there. I don't know if she was joking or whatever, but people ran with it that Bill Clinton was the first black president. And what number president is he? 42. He's 42. He's president number 42. Kobe's last jersey was what? It was 24. The reverse of 42. But not only 42 is a powerful number in black history. You look at something like gematria, something like that. I'm not all into all that. It's very esoteric to a certain degree. I'm just trying to point y'all in certain directions. I'm not here to be your leader or your babysitter. I'm just throwing stuff out there. Just hear me out if you want to hear me out. If you don't want to hear me out, just get out the channel. But 42 is a significant number. We got Black History Month coming up. They said Bill Clinton's first black president, he was 42. Jackie Robinson, the great Jackie Robinson, wore number 42 as a Major League Baseball player. The number 42 is retired by Major League Baseball. Nobody could don that number ever again except for Jackie Robinson Day, which I believe is April the 15th. I think Jackie Robinson made his debut April 15th, 1947. Y'all can check all that out. I'm just throwing stuff out there, but that 42. And Jackie Robinson was a Los Angeles sports hero too. Before the Dodgers moved to Los Angeles from Brooklyn, he played at UCLA. Jackie Robinson was the first athlete in UCLA's history to get 4 varsity letters in sports, in 4 sports. Baseball, basketball, football, and track. Jackie Robinson was one phenomenal athlete, like a Kobe Bryant. But he did that at the college level, but he was the first athlete in UCLA's history to get 4 letters in 4 major sports in their school's history. Think about what I'm saying. And also, you talking about, it said when Tracy McGrady said that Kobe Bryant wanted to have a career better than Michael Jordan and die young. Now people say, a lot of people don't. Some people think Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Some people think LeBron James is the GOAT. Some people think that Kobe is the GOAT, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain hold more basketball records than anybody in the history of the game. But he's fairly never mentioned. But guess what he did? Wilt Chamberlain won his only championship as a what? As a Los Angeles Laker. Another connection, Philly and LA connection to Kobe. But the number 45, we talk about Super Bowl 54. Number 45. What was the number that Michael Jordan wore when he came back out of his first retirement? Think. That's Kobe Bryant's idol, right? The first number he wore after coming out of retirement was 45. 45. Reverse of 54, Super Bowl 54. But I know that 4 plus 5 is what? It's 9. It's 9. Stuff is just like, wow. So see, they ain't gonna tell you. I respect people voicing their opinions. People giving you fluff pieces. In the sports talk shows, it's not going to go deep into the numbers, which is interesting. because they sports shows. Sports is about statistics, right? You understand a person's value through statistics and mathematics in sports, right? That's numbers. But on these sports shows, they're not talking about that. Yeah, even in social media, people there you might have respect for. They say, give it a year or two. Let's think. No, think about this stuff now. You should never take a time out from critical thinking. Think about this stuff now. And the thing about it is, Kobe and those people, unfortunately, were murdered. But it's hard to prove murder. Most murders go unsolved. That's how it works. Y'all keep on thinking y'all look at Law and Order, Special Victims Unit. Y'all be looking at First 48. Most murders go unsolved officially. Now you could solve quote unquote murders unofficially, but the official story is the official cover up. So with the Kobe, I don't have no really hope that they will actually tell the American public the truth because they lying to us right now about everything. But the thing about it is, this is 2020. This is 2020 vision. This is transparency time. And if you got the 2020 vision with magic glasses prescription like I do, then they can't hide nothing from you. Just got to have the discerning spirit. Got to be open to receiving all this information, just like I am. And also, think about this. Kobe's helicopter crashed in the mountainside. He crashed right behind the homes of the Kardashians. Let me say that once again. Kobe helicopter crashed into the mountainside behind the homes of the Kardashians. They live in Calabasas. Ain't that interesting? Did he not attend the wedding of his basketball teammate and good friend Lamar Odom to Kardashian, Khloe? She was married to Lamar Odom, and Kobe attended the wedding ceremony with his wife, Vanessa. And then 5 years, more than 5 years, what was that? Was that 2012 when the wedding happened? So almost some 8 years later, almost, he's dead. Basically crashed in that backyard. Him, his daughter, and 7 other people. And y'all remember when Lamar Odom, we almost died at that Bunny Ranch in Vegas or Nevada, whatever. That Bunny Ranch, we almost died. He was going to be a blood sacrifice. But guess who they ended up taking instead of Lamar Odom? Moses Malone died. Not too long after that. I think he died around the time that Lamar Odom was going through that health crisis. So Moses Malone, they ended up taking Moses Malone, who was a Philadelphia 76er, who wore the numbers 8, 13, and 24. All key numbers in Kobe's life, career, and death. Y'all ain't hearing me though. I don't think a lot of y'all hear me because I be seeing in the comments, y'all like, well, Brother Ron, the stuff that some of y'all point out in the comment section, you listen to the video, I go over those things. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think people hearing me because a lot of times I be like, strapped for time trying to, work these jobs. But, the universal God put it on my spirit to share these things and want to put it out in the narrative. Because a lot of times I put stuff out there, people run with it, and don't give me the credit, but I don't do it for that. I don't do it for that. I do it because I just have a need to want to help people the best way I can, and and I'll be blessed some type of way. But think about that, family. Well, all the things I just said, I'm about to wrap it up because I gotta go to work. Let me see what else I want to share with you all. Thank you all for listening. Cash App is $R2C2H2. Thank you all who have been donating through Cash App and other means to help me out. It's truly appreciated. Make sure that I touch them. Yeah, the number 42 in Black History, right? Jackie Robinson wore 42. Rosa Parks was 42 years old when she refused to get up out of her seat, causing the Montgomery bus boycott. She was 42 years old. So then when I'm talking about the connection, 42 is the reverse of 24 and vice versa. This ain't no coincidence, it's design. Intelligent design, who knows? Also, Kobe did that commercial with Kanye recently, right? About how to be your best version of yourself. So that's another connection to the Kardashians, Kanye and Kobe. Okay. I have these little things, little pointers. And also, know that basketball coach, the high school basketball coach, Mr. Morgan Wooten, right? Morgan Wooten, legendary coach of the Matha, Catholic High School in Hyattsville, Maryland. He died the week before. In that week leading up to, the week before Kobe's death, he died. He died on Tuesday, right? At the age of 88. Now, what's interesting about Coach Wooten is that he's the only basketball Hall of Fame person to spend his entire career as a high school basketball coach. Now, you have 3 high school basketball coaches inducted to the Basketball Hall of Fame, but out of the 3, he's the only one to have spent his entire career being a high school basketball coach. Now, he produced a lot of NBA greats and college greats and whatnot. He produced Basketball Hall of Famer Adrian Dantley, and also college great, Duke great, but draft bust, but successful NBA executive Danny Ferry, among other notables. Also, TV sports analyst, James Brown. He came through the Memphis under Coach Wooten, award-winning sports commentator, James Brown. So the Matha Catholic High School is interesting because, yes, he was a winning coach. He won a lot. He won the majority of his games, more than the majority. He won in almost 90% of his games. But what's significant, I want to bring him up, is because he died at the age of 88. Now, 88 is significant, especially among, I ain't call them the white, y'all call white supremacists. That's, H is the 8th letter in the alphabet. H is the 8th letter in the alphabet. No connection to Kobe, 8. But also, Nazis and fascists and all neo-Nazi fascist people, that's Heil Hitler. That's Heil Hitler. That's a salute to Adolf Hitler. 88. Then you talking about the Catholic connection to Hitler. Hitler did not touch the Vatican. He did not touch Vatican City. Look up, I want to say Operation Paperclip or Operation Odyssey. I think Odyssey, where the Catholic Church helped get Nazi war criminals out of Europe into South America and other places. Check that out. So this is not on, I don't know Wooten. I'm not saying I don't believe he would. No, this is not him, but he's a sacrifice too. With that 88, Heil Hitler. Then Kobe lived where? In Orange County, California. Orange County, from my understanding, when the Nazis were allowed to escape from persecution or whatever, escape from justice, excuse my persecution. When they fled Europe, they went into our space programs like NASA, into the CIA, Central Intelligence, into Big Pharma, into the FDA, into education. They went to all facets of human activity life over in America. They were given a pass, right? A lot of them end up settling in California, in places like Orange County. Now, just recently, I'm sorry for the raspy voice, man. Trying to work it through. Now, recently, they talk about how high school students are doing Heil Hitler salutes in Orange County at particular high schools. It says in Los Angeles Times, August 22nd, 2019, and Kobe was born August 23rd, 1978. In March, social media blew up with photos of a group of partying students from Newport Beach, where Kobe lived, Newport Beach, and Costa Mesa giving the Heil salute to a bunch of red plastic cups arranged into a swastika. This is Kobe's town. This is where he lived, Newport Beach, in Orange County, California. School officials immediately condemned the images, notifying parents across the district what had happened and what they planned to do. The same month, school officials in Garden Grove were alerted to a group of Pacifica High School students raising the Nazi salute while singing a Nazi marching song at an off-campus athletic event. Pacifica High administrators kept their situation quiet, which worked until this week, when the months-old recorded Snapchat video exploded online after it was sent to the Daily Beast. The students' motivation and identities are unclear, but the images in Newport and Garden Grove reflect both a rise in such incidents nationwide and a conflict more specific to Orange County, tension between a rapidly diversifying populace and racist elements deeply seated in its history. So I ain't gonna read all of that, but it's Los Angeles Times article from August 22nd, 2019. Headline: Nazi acts by youth loom over increasingly diverse Orange County. So Hitler's birthday is April 20th. Month of April, a lot of racist stuff be going down in the month of April. A lot of racist false flag stuff be going down. Like the killing of Dr. King, April 4th, the shooting and killing of Walter Kett in Charleston on April 4th, the start of the Civil War, April 12th, Freddie Gray, Rodney King riots, Oklahoma City bombing, federal building, Did I say the Civil War started April 12th? Also the death of President Franklin Roosevelt, April 12th, 1945. So a lot of these things go down during the month of April. A lot of these blood sacrifices are made in honor of Hitler on his birthday, because Oklahoma happened April 19th before Hitler's birthday, April 20th. So there's a lot of stuff that you're not gonna get this from the news, right? The news ain't gonna tell you all this stuff, I'm telling you. Yeah. But I just wanted to get all that stuff out there. Like I said, I apologize for the voice, but I need to get this information out there, because things keep on changing once new information, because we're actually now controlling the narrative. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Is it the people who wanted to know the truth? We're making sure that cartoon clip of Kobe died in a helicopter crash is still out there circulating on social media. The gatekeepers are trying to shut that down. But I say Comedy Central must be demonic, because Dave Chappelle ran away from Comedy Central for $50 million. He ran away from $50 million to Africa. And then look at the people that died that were related or connected to his show: Charlie Murphy, Prince, Rick James, and Threes. So what else I want to share? Y'all can look all this stuff up and tell them. I'm pulling it from websites and everything. I think that's it. But thank y'all for listening to me and being patient. I'm sorry about the voice, but I got to soldier on. They said we soldiers, so I'm soldiering on. I think that's it for now. I think I said all the things I want to say for now. This research, the information I put out there. Y'all think I put out enough information, family? Let me know. But thank you all for listening. I'm going to shut it down for now, but I just want to make sure I put this out there before I go to work in about 30 minutes. But if you like the words from Brother Heard, please spread the word. We All Be TV on YouTube. That's We All Be TV. It's one word. We All Be TV. We all be in it to win it. Support the movement. Knowledge is the currency of the universe, but knowledge ain't free, man. I had to do a little bit of research to get all this stuff out to you all. So it takes time to do the people right, but I'll make sure I leave y'all a paper trail or some breadcrumbs so y'all can get it. Because take a look, it's all online, but also use your mind if you be so inclined, if you want to know the truth. So you can hit us up on Cash App, $R2C2H2. That's Cash App, $R2C2H2. PayPal or Google Pay, email. The email for PayPal or Google Pay, R2C2H2@gmail.com. That's R2C2H2@gmail.com. You can wear Art of His Art. This is Baba Dick and the brothers M. My dedication to Dick Gregory, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, and Dr. King. The only person that's able to grow old was Dick Gregory. Dick lost his friends, Malcolm and Martin at 39. Lost Medgar Evers, who inspired him to get into the movement at 37. Dick lived to be 84. So I can only imagine how people feel about Kobe right now. Because he was way too young to die, but it sounded like he made a deal that he couldn't get out of. And to pay for it with interest. That's what it sounded like to me. You're not going to hear that on CNN. You're not going to hear all the stuff I'm telling you on MSNBC or even on your favorite, sports show. This is Brother Ron, one man operation we all be, talking to y'all. Because even when I'm going through what I go through, I have an obligation while there's breath in my body, where I can move, where I can do stuff to help other people around me. I don't know about the numbers on YouTube. I don't trust, but it's like people be watching my stuff for some reason because I go out in public and people tell me. They quote things off the videos I do. I know a lot of y'all rocking with me because I interviewed Dick Gregory. I interviewed Judge Joe Brown and other folks, Dr. Randy Short, but I have stuff to say too, and it's my platform, so why not use it? And since I started the trend, there's a lot of folks interviewing Judge Joe Brown now. There's a lot of folks interviewing Dr. Randy Short, but I plan on interviewing more people. But I need help with getting resources. I know there's people out there that have approached me about being researchers. So if you want to be my researcher, I'm gonna apply that Mamba mentality because I'm serious about what I do. And if you're gonna rock with me, you gotta be serious about putting in that work too. So once again, Cash App, $R2C2H2. That's Cash App, $R2C2H2. Google Pay, PayPal, R2C2H2@gmail.com. Want to make a donation via PayPal or Google Pay? Once again, the email R2C2H2@gmail.com. And you can buy Artivist art. I know y'all asked, how can you get original? Email me. If you're serious about getting an original work of art, email me at R2C2H2@gmail.com. Once again, that's R2C2H2@gmail.com. You also go buy prints of the artwork that I produce. Even if it's on my shirt, you get this in a print on the wall. Go to R2C2H2.com. Once again, that's R2C2H2.com. Thank you all once again for listening. In the words of the great Duke Ellington, we love you madly. Keep on producing and pushing. One love. And I just want to add one more thing about the Shaq commentary, like the heartfelt tribute that Shaq did on TNT with his fellow commentators and analysts, and also I believe D Wade was on the TV as well. I thought it's interesting that Shaq said, I don't know if he meant to say it like that, but he said the last time basically that he spoke with Kobe Bryant, he spoke or met with him was when he dropped 60 in his last career game on April 13th, 2016. When he said he told Kobe to drop 50, he ended up dropping 60 points. That would happen April 13th, 2016. So if Shaq said it correctly, he haven't spoken with Kobe since almost 4 years. But yet, Kobe had a relationship with his kids, in particular his son Sharif. One of his last, texts was to Sharif. And Sharif took it hard losing Uncle Kobe. But I don't know if Shaq was saying, I kind of weird at the man. So Shaq had nothing to do with this guy, didn't really speak to this guy in almost 4 years, according in his words. He could have misspoke or whatever, but I thought that was interesting. But Shaq and Kobe was like what Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig were to baseball. They were phenomenal athletes, both groups, sets of guys. Not necessarily always the best of friends, but they had mutual respect for each other's abilities and capabilities. So, it is what it is. It's interesting. Something I wanted to point out. What y'all think? And one more thing, family. What year was it that Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points? It was 1962. 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 2 is 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9. See how it works? Mamba out.
Hey everybody, this is Brother Ron. I am asking you all to do me a big favor. Think about supporting the We All Be movement. Your donation is tax deductible. The We All Be Group Incorporated is a recognized 501c3. And I'm just asking you all because I want to keep on bringing y'all quality work through the way that I know how to do best. And I'm going to sing my praises and toot my horn. A lot of y'all were not hip to Dick Gregory until Brother Ron brought him on the We All Be platform, until that Django review we did. Y'all seen another side of Judge Joe Brown, and Judge Joe Brown's message has been amplified. But it was We All Be that brought Judge Joe Brown to y'all back in 2014. And so many others. And we covered so many things. So help us out so we can help you all. Peace.